Hey there, welcome to Man Runner. In today's video, I'm going to do this, the Salomon Sense Pro 5 hydration vest. First, I'm going to tell you why I bought it. Then I'm going to show a short video of some clips of me running a marathon in it. Then I'm going to review it. Finally, I'm going to see if I can recommend it. I bought the Salomon Sense Pro 5 despite a lot of mixed reviews online, particularly in relation to this, the water flask, and its hard hemisphere base. So I bought it, ran a marathon in it, and now I'm reporting back. As always, there'll be chapter markers down below so you can skip through to the bits you might be interested in. But essentially, I had absolutely no problems with this running vest. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. I bought the Sense Pro 5 because I was going to run the virtual New York Marathon unsupported. I have a Salomon ADV Skin 3 12 litre, but it's 293 grams or 10.4 ounces, a bit too heavy, a bit too big. And I was looking at getting a 5 litre vest. And I looked at two. I looked at the Sense Pro 5 by Salomon and the ADV Skin 5 by Salomon. Now, in both instances, I was going for the unisex version, not the women's, which Salomon also do. I judged the differences online. The ADV Skin 5 weighs, without bottles or without flasks, 249 grams, 8.78 ounces. And with the flasks, 323 grams or 11.39 ounces. The Sense Pro 5 is considerably lighter at 144 grams, 5.08 ounces. Without flasks, 225 grams, 8.01 ounces with flasks. Now mine actually was a bit lighter. Those figures came from Salomon. Mine actually turned out a bit lighter at 135 grams, 4.75 ounces, excluding the flasks. So I was really pleased with that. The other big difference is the Sense Pro 5 can't take a hydration bladder, and my understanding is that an ADV Skin 5 can. I usually buy my equipment directly from manufacturers. It's easier to track. In this case, Salomon don't sell the vests online, or at least I can't see them selling them online. Maybe they do in some countries, and they don't give a price online. They also don't sell anything direct online to Ireland, source of considerable and constant annoyance. And when I contact them in their English-speaking Netherlands subsidiary, they have no idea why I would even want to buy things from them online, which seems crazy for a large company. Never mind, I found Bergdreunde in Germany and I bought it for €118.96, down from €139.95. They were great to deal with, simple, efficient, helpful, just what I need in someone selling something online. The vest is typically available in 3 colours: fiery red, nautical blue, and this one, black. There's also a strange black and white one I saw online, half black, half white, and probably not available in many markets. On the back is a great big large reflective logo from Salomon. When you look online, it doesn't look like it's the same as the other jackets, but the one I got, it is. I was surprised at how much capacity there is in this particular jacket. There's a large rear pocket running vertically down your back. There's a large rear tunnel that goes across your back, accessible from either side. Those two don't interconnect, and all the pockets stretch. The two sides of the vest are slightly different. On the left at the top, there's a little pouch to whistle. There's a little pouch about the size for a credit card. There's a bottle pouch and loop for restraining the water flask. There's a banana-shaped pocket. You can go in the top or in the side. And there's a zipped compartment over it. On the right side, there is a zipped top pocket. I use that for various things. There is the same bottle pouch with restraining loop, and then there's the same banana pocket, but no other zipped pocket. I brought a lot of stuff. I brought, surprised how much I could bring. In a little plastic bag, I brought some ibuprofen, I brought some dude wipes, some wound wipes, some glasses wipes. I brought spare contact lenses. I brought plasters. I had some spare memory cards for the GoPro, and I put all those in this little plastic bag zipped up in here. I put my emergency blanket in my zipped compartment down here. I then brought a GoPro Hero 11 and also had its Insta360 foldable rod and the base of a tripod from DJI. So I had all those. I had the 500 milliliters of liquid. I had an Under Armour top, which I hadn't intended running with, but stuffed down the back in the end. I carried all of it with ease. I went on a train journey before I started running, so I just loaded up the vest just to carry everything, didn't put any water in, went on the train with it very loosely attached, and then when I got to where I was going to run, I popped the water in. The vest is really easy to tighten. There's a little pull cord and you can pull either the top or the bottom loop and then you restrain it. I found it really easy. I think I adjusted it maybe once on the run. Didn't really need to adjust it at all. You could adjust the positioning points of the tensioning cord. It would be harder to do. You'd have to do that before a run, but it you know, be one of those things you'd probably only ever do once, depending on your size. You might only ever do once in the jacket. But yeah, really, really easy to put on and really easy to adjust if you needed to, which I didn't. So this is me loading up the jacket, popping in the 500 milliliter flask, having filled it with water, putting the loop around in the left side and then followed by the right side. I found it easy to put the flask in before I then put other things that I slid down into the same slot. So I'm sticking the GoPro Hero 11 in one of the slots or side pockets, and then you can see me putting in the Insta360 stick inside, and then the DJI little tripod thing I'll stick in. And I took those out regularly as I went along and assembled the camera piece. This is me just trying to take a sip of liquid, and that's how I use it on the run. Here I'm just testing a couple of the zips. They make a big thing about YKK zips, and so they just testing the noise that goes up and down. The bottles are full and loaded. Now for the jiggle test. Fine. I'll show some images from running this virtual marathon, and so you can see the jacket fully loaded up and all the stuff. So here I am just running through the countryside, and in the long list of things, I meant to say I put the food in one of the pockets, again in a plastic bag. So lots of capacity in this vest. And what happened? Well, nothing happened. I had zero problems. I had no bouncing of the water flasks. I had no chafing down on my ribs. I had no neck problems. It was just, it was really great. I had absolutely nothing go wrong on the run with this vest. The flasks come in for huge criticism online. If you look on the reviews on the Salomon website, or pretty much anywhere, this hard hemisphere comes in for a lot of criticism. I had considered swapping them out, but because I have lots of other bottles that have the same Salomon capacity. They're nearly all made by Hydropack. I have the same Salomon capacity, but with a narrower top. And the thing is that would be hard to swap because the restraining loop is sized to suit the opening, and the opening on this one is larger with the hemisphere on the bottom in order for you to get the liquid in more quickly. That wasn't an issue for me, but it could be for others. And so, but I had considered swapping the bottles, but I thought without the restraining loop, it might bounce up and down. But I have like tall ones, I have fat ones that are short ones. These ones are from Satisfy. I have some more smaller ones. I have more Salomon ones. I have some tiny Salomon ones. These would actually, if I needed additional liquid, I could have stuffed any of these anywhere in the vest. I also have some from a flip belt, some hard ones. So I kind of got the vest knowing that if I needed to, when I did my initial training, I could swap out in some particular way. I had no problem with the hydration flask and its hard hemisphere. And that could be for three reasons. One, it could be me. People are different shapes. Some people taller. It could be rubbing on it off a different area. Could be more likely I'm more padded than perhaps other people would be. That could be a reason. I think a big thing I did to prevent it was I put on a lot of lube on my chest before I went. But I think one of the main reasons was I was wearing this, the Garmin HRM Pro. And so that was right where the hemispheres were going to hit me, and I had no problems. So one solution might be a chest strap. I also read some criticism about neck chafing, about the fabric running against people's neck. Now, I ran in a Soar running trail top, not too dissimilar to this, but it has a higher neck, and so I had no chafing. Again, I lubed up. The day was nice, it was beautiful weather, but it's not hot, sweaty, salty weather, so it could be that I wasn't getting a salt crust around my neck, but essentially lubing up my neck, and I think the higher top would help in any conditions. The vest also came with 5 cords. Now, it took me ages to figure out how these work, but these things, there's 5 of them, they're really good. You can attach them around the vest, and I'll show a detailed picture of it, but effectively it's for attaching poles or lots of other things. It's very handy, you clip them on, but it gives the vest huge flexibility. I'm gonna try and loop this through, so there's lots of attachment points on the vest, so let's give this one a whirl. Yeah, that went in through the first time. Loop that through and pull that through there like that. That's that attached. And then this piece then clips on there. So I'm just going to cut that in there. So you now got it attached, and you squeeze this thing in here. So there's a little, actually I'll hold this one up to the lens of the camera. So you've got this little thing here. You can squeeze in and out to tighten and loosen the pull cord. This is for your fingers. But here on this one, so you simply can tighten that by pulling this, and that there's a reasonable amount of friction on that. So if I just show you, this is not what you would use it for, but we'll stick this bottle in. That's how you would do it. I looked online to see what else was available. I looked particularly at NNormal, Killian Jornet's new company. They have some bottles again by Hydropack. They're icicle shaped, so they point down to slide in, and that might get over the same idea that the hemisphere is there to make it easier to push into the jacket. So that's another solution. And they're sold independently, so you could buy those independently and have the wide top. Again, they're made by the same people, Hydropack, so they probably fit. But I had no idea of the weight of the jacket, and it wasn't available. And I do think it'd be useful if manufacturers put the weight on all of their stuff so you really could compare. But I suppose, yeah, that's I suppose why some of us make videos like this. Should you buy the Salomon Sense Pro 5? Well, I haven't run in many other comparable vests. I did look at the NNormal one, but in the end it wasn't available. I've run in a basic vest on this same Martin, and it was a nightmare. It really was a nightmare. So I did want to get a proper vest for this, and I found this, for me, to be perfect. I didn't have any chafing issues. It could have swallowed a whole lot more stuff than I carried with it. It was really, really useful. It was very light, it was very comfortable, and it was very flexible. So yes, I can fully recommend the Salomon Sense Pro 5. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it'd be great if you did the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff down in the description below, and I'll happily answer any question that you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there and some red videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along.